Tashkent hosted the second foreign ministerial meeting of the Central Asia the Gulf Cooperation Council Strategic Dialogue. During the meeting, different topics were discussed, including current tensions in Gaza Strip. Ministers emphasized the need for immediate ceasefire. My colleague Gulbahor Abdukarimova has details of the event.
The foreign ministers of Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, UAE, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan discussed the current state and prospects to further strengthening relations between the Council countries and the Central Asian states in the areas of politics, security, trade, and investment. The prospects of the format were confirmed by the results of the first summit of the heads of state of Central Asia and the Gulf Cooperation Council held on July 19, 2023 in Saudi city of Jeddah. The leaders of the countries approved the Joint Action Plan 2023-2027, which defines long-term directions of mutually beneficial partnership. Four main areas of cooperation were discussed. The situation in Gaza was on the spotlight of discussion. Ministers emphasized the need for immediate ceasefire in Gaza.
There are four. The joint action plan that was approved last year includes several areas of cooperation, but probably the most important are four. And the first one is political and security dialogue, because we both Central Asian countries and the GCC countries are concerned about security and the developments in the international scene. And we have very similar approaches to these areas. For example, the situation in Gaza and Palestine was discussed at length in the meeting today. The situation in Afghanistan was also discussed. The situation in the Red Sea and the threat to international shipping.
As the first area of cooperation was the security, we asked what was discussed at the meeting in this regard.
One of the most important areas that we discussed today was the situation in Gaza and in Palestine. And all the ministers agreed that we need to improve the humanitarian conditions. We need an immediate and sustainable ceasefire. And also we need to convene an international conference as soon as possible for all parties to discuss the future of Gaza, the future of Palestine.
Other areas of cooperation included trade investment. The current investment in Central Asia makes up $50 billion. The next cooperation areas is the connectivity and transportation. At the meeting, parties discussed to link the regions by road to increase the trade relations. Furthermore, tourism cooperation was discussed. In recent years, Uzbekistan's resolutions with Gulf states have reached a new level. Mutually beneficial cooperation is actively developing in all areas. The exchange of high-level visits has intensified. Trade turnover with GCC member states have been growing, as has the number of joint projects being implemented. The main areas involves partnering with major companies to develop solar and wind power plants and energy storage facilities.